Today I'm speaking with BillCummins from ApplianceMaster.com. Bill, welcome to the call.
Hello, Lance.
What was most appealing about the service?
Over time, how the cost of a quality call will diminish. It's a network that you build and that you own, and it just gets cheaper to maintain over time.
How has this impacted your business?
I like to understand how I spend money, and I have learned a lot about call tracking and all the different methods available for generating leads and promoting your brand. And that understanding, coupled with actually driving down our cost per quality call, is what I enjoy about it.
Mm-hmm. And how long does it take for you to start seeing results?
Well, I mean, you see results right away, but I like to call it a J-curve investment. You put money in up front. I mean, the first month, it's going to be the most expensive month, and 1 or 2 months after that may be expensive as well, and there may be cheaper alternatives than those first couple of months, but that inertia, or that momentum has to be built up, so then over time, you're going to get more calls, and the money you invest is going to be, worth it more and more.
About how many months did it take for you to be really happy with the results?
It probably took 2 or 3 months before I saw more than just a trickle of calls. But see, I really grasped what we were doing. It's like building a building. You're going to build a foundation first, you're going to build the walls, and you can't move in when the walls are up. You still need everything in a roof, and so I understood that going in. So I knew that after 3 months that it was going to get much better. And that's exactly, what my experience has been.
How many calls are you getting per month?
The last 3 months, we've been averaging just under 200 calls a month, and that's 200 calls I set a threshold of 2 minutes or longer. Those are what I would call the quality. That's how we justify or set a threshold for the quality calls that are work. So we're getting, just under 200 a month.
That's great. And are those calls turning into paying clients for you?
Yes. That's, the ones, you see, you do have the ability to listen to phone calls and track these, but to me, to sit and listen to 200 phone calls a month, that's not practical. So if you do a sampling and listen to 1, 2, half a dozen, and, you can track them exactly to the appointments and how much money you made. So in general, they've all almost entirely lead to service calls.
So would you consider this service cost effective?
Absolutely. It's probably the most cost effective over time. So I've been working with this program for a little over 18 months, and it's currently the most cost effective form of advertising.
Mm-hmm. And because I was going to ask you how it's compared with other forms of marketing or advertising, but it sounds like over time, like you said, your J-curve, it really pans out to be one of the cheapest forms over time.
Well, I have some numbers from this year, and on a whole, for January of 16, our 2-minute phone calls and longer cost $17.47 each. Okay? But in September, which is the last month I have data for, our calls are down to $8.30. So just over the 9 months of this year, it's cut almost in half. And I anticipate that trend will continue to drop.
One last question, Bill. What would you say to other people who are thinking about trying the service?
Well, it's a commitment. It's understand what you're buying, as always, whenever any money you spend. Be ready. The first month, you may only get a handful, a trickle of calls. And, the second month and going forward, that depends, largely on your market, your competition. But over time, I would say, 6 months into it, you should definitely, see that the trend paying off.
Bill, I just wanted to thank you for your time and for sharing with everybody, and really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Lance.